Hi, I'm Dr. Mark Pitstick. We're talking about suicide. Every day I get emails, calls, letters from people around the world. This is one of the toughest ones, so really an important topic near and dear to my heart. It's such a tough situation that the family is devastated, they're ashamed, and they may try to keep it a secret. They worry about what other people are going to think, in addition to their devastating pain, believing in archaic notions that maybe the person they'll cease to exist because they took their own lives, or they'll burn in hell forever. Even their church may not be supportive at a time like this. Some churches will say something like, suicide is a slap in the face to God. Give me a break. Talk about personifying the divine here. So that's why it's important to talk about and to prepare yourself about it, because occasionally it happens. First of all, it's not an unforgivable sin, nor is there any such thing. Secondly, literature from near-death experiences, authentic psychic mediums, spiritual regression work, from many religions and spirituality sources, and just common sense all agree that while it usually may not be the highest path, it's certainly one that where life continues, and it's just a matter of time before a person gets back in the stream of life. Now, there are a number of different occasions under which a person may commit suicide, but the most important thing to remember is a person can destroy their body, this vehicle, but they can't destroy their essence. They can't destroy their soul. So remember that. So let's look at some of the situations where a person may take their own life. First of all, there can be a rash decision before this incarnation. In other words, before a person comes down and has this human experience, they may have acted impetuously. Instead of working with their spirit guides and with the divine light and making a mature, well-timed decision when come down to earth, they were in a rush. They wanted to get down here. And then they get down there and like, oh my goodness. These are people who will say, I just couldn't do it. I just couldn't handle it. It was too much. Sometimes children will draw pictures of angels and them flying up to the angels of God, and when they kill themselves at a young age, and the parents say, you know, they talked about missing home, and they talked about they couldn't wait till they got back. So it's as if something wasn't right even from the start on that one. Another situation would be if a person is under the influence of drugs or alcohol, either acutely or on a chronic basis. There again, mental judgment would be impaired, and a person might do something that they wouldn't do otherwise if they were clear-headed. Another would be with a lost love. This often happens with young people, especially the first love. You know, you break up and you think, oh, there'll never be another one. No one else will love me like that. I remember when my first love broke up with me at age 21. I thought on a transient basis about just running my car into a bridge abutment. I wouldn't act on it, but the thought of it was actually comforting because I was in so much pain. So that's another example of why people would do that. Other times, nutritional deficiencies can cause suicidal ideation or suicidal attempts. I've had a number of patients over the years, especially postpartum females, who admitted to being actively suicidal, and when we gave them the right combination of vitamins and minerals, they were totally fine. So it was a nutritional deficiency. The brain is an especially sensitive organ when there are nutritional deficiencies, and then the brain may not work right, and the person may want to get out of that pain. It's understandable. Chemicals and heavy metals in excess likewise can short circuit the brain and keep it from working right. I've had several patients like that who tried to commit suicide or who wanted to commit suicide, but when we got those chemicals and heavy metals out of their body, they were totally happy with life. So another possibility. Chronic depression, severe or chronic depression. Again, lots of pain, and if a person can't see any light, can't see any hope, they may decide that taking their life is the only logical solution. So there are other possibilities where a person may take their own life. This is a long topic, a lot of angles to it. We'll pick that up in the next series. For now, be sure to visit the website, soulproof.com. We have free articles on suicide, not the unforgivable sin.